Eric here, playing Stories of Bethem Full Moon. This is sort of a quick look / mini review type look at the game. This is on Xbox One, and this game only costs, I think, $8. And it is basically a throwback to 16-bit RPGs. And Legend of Zelda Link to the Past is actually kind of the most obvious analog. Uh-oh, I'm in a late game area. I should have started somewhere else. But as you can see, the game it's like 16-bit, gorgeous through and through. It's just awesome. And it's interesting in that it looks kind of like a Zelda game, but you don't actually have a sword or a shield. You only use magical attacks. And, you know, you have to go collect all of these different orbs that are all your different spells. You have all these items and collectibles and all this crap. I hope that wasn't spoilery, because I've beaten the game. I've actually beaten the story, but I haven't kind of cleaned up the whole world yet. But this game, like, the moment I saw it, I sort of fell in love and just had to request it and review it. And I'm glad I did, because it is insanely good. I say that it's insanely good, but at the same time, it's also one of the most frustrating experiences that I've had in forever. Because it doesn't explain anything. I don't want to do this. But it doesn't explain anything. So there was multiple times where I would get lost in a dungeon and couldn't figure out how to move on, or I didn't know where to go in the overworld, or like I needed an object or an item or something and I had no clue how to get it. But it was always something stupid, like obvious, and so I would get more annoyed because I was too dumb to figure it out. And this game does that to you constantly. It just makes you feel stupid because the solutions are almost always right in front of your face. But I don't know if this is spoilery. It kind of is. But the idea is that you're a kid who your dad kind of wandered into somewhere he wasn't supposed to and got cursed by a witch. And so you have to wander around the world and find these 8 special items to break the curse. So you have to find those kind of 8 major items that are in, you know, main dungeons. And there's also, you have to collect 45 truffles, and you have to collect 40 pieces of candy, and you collect these unknown medallions that power up your attacks, and like, there's 10 bazillion things that you have to collect all over the map. Which is also sort of where some of the frustration comes, because the game doesn't do a good enough job of telling you what you need and where the next thing might be, and like, it's all just annoying, kind of. But in spite of that, I kept coming back. I kept playing it. I had to come back and see more of the game because it was so good and so fun. And something that I really like is that it's really funny too. The writing is hilariously funny. Your main ally in the game is the Red Witch. Well, the Red Witch, she kind of takes a liking to your hero here. And she says some pretty crazy stuff. That's really, really funny. Like, harem anime funny. Just nonsense that she's spouting constantly. About all the things that she wants to do with you and how much she loves you and stuff. Like, it's funny. And so all of that sort of stuff makes the game really just endearing. The world is cool, and the writing is funny, and you like all the characters, and it's just, as annoying and frustrating as aspects of it could be, I kept playing it because it was fun. I'm gonna put on a cat costume. No reason, I just want to do it. Ha 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 ha. But you have these costumes, and each of these costumes does a different thing, and I love it. I love this game. Because I'm of the opinion that Square Enix kind of peaked on the Super Nintendo and have been making overproduced crap ever since. If Square would come out and say, like, oh, we're going to make a 16-bit RPG with sprites again, I would be freaking excited. Because their games are too cinematic and too stupid now. They care too much about graphics instead of everything else. But this game is a fun throwback to when gameplay counted. And when good writing counted. I don't want to do this, you asshole. And this game also was made by like one Spanish dude, I think. It originally came out on Steam like a couple years ago, and it was pretty rough. But then he put out this new Full Moon update on Steam, and then released the game on Xbox One here recently. And it's awesome! It's freaking great! This is the Red Witch's house, but she's not here because of storyline reasons. But I just... I want to shout this game from the rooftops because it's fun. And people should play it. I've played it for 23 hours. And I'm not quite 100% done with it. So, you know, for your $8, you're getting a hell of a lot of gameplay. But if you like old school, like 16-bit RPGs, like Link to the Past and Link's Awakening and Earthbound, there's a little bit of that in here, you'll like this game. It's got fun gameplay, it's got challenging puzzles, it's got tons and tons of stuff to do. It has great writing, it's really funny. I highly recommend it. I'm gonna probably put it on a like top 10 best indie games list. That's how much I like it. Plus you can put on a cat costume. And that by itself makes it a 10 out of 10. If you like old school RPGs and want to take you back to the past by playing fun games that kick ass, you'll like Stories of Bethem Full Moon. I highly recommend it. I wrote a full text review on PSXBoxIndies.com that you can read, that I highly suggest just to get more detail. But, you know, if you like what you've seen in this video, buy it. Give it a chance, because it's awesome. Thanks for watching.